row for Elminster has to do. So let's just go ahead and take a look at that. So Kiku is going to be he's going to be in the red dots here. You see Fiesel placing these little red markers. That is the forced set of objectives that Kiku has to complete, assigned to him by Elminster. So just go over those real quick. He has to collect all 10 Rex ship super missiles, 75 missiles, 9 energy tanks, only 1 of wave or charge beam, and he must collect plasma and skip space jump. And Kiku chose for Elminster row 4. So he needs to collect X energy tanks and 11 minus X reserves. He needs to defeat Draygon, collect 10 power bombs, also collect only 1 of wave or charge, and collect all 60 Brinstar missiles. So this is already really interesting. Really interesting start here.
At the beginning of row 4, it says collect X energy tanks and 11 minus X reserve tanks. Wild, would you explain that? Because I could see how people could be confused about that score.
Actually, while you were gone, I did kind of go over it, but I can just quickly restate it again. So basically, you, just to give an example, if you collected 9 energy tanks, 11 minus 9 is 2, so then you will need to collect 2 reserves in addition to your 9 energy tanks. So basically, however many energy tanks you get, you subtract that from 11, and then that's how many reserves tanks you have to collect.
Gotcha. Alright, I would say the first 5-7 minutes of the game are usually all the same for every bingo run, or every run in that own sense, for morph ball, bombs, missiles, blah blah blah. Or they could take their time and think, as Wild said earlier, a runner by the name of Just Defend used to sit in front of the ship, or on the ship, not even press a button, think about his rep before he did anything, and then start moving. And that planning out before you start doing actions, while it may seem slow at first, can save time in the long run.
Yeah, that was Stray that mentioned that, actually, but it is something that I do as well whenever I do puzzles, or if there's a really tough bingo that I really need to really sit and think about. It can definitely save you time over just, flailing your arms and trying to figure it out as you go. Is it possible to turn your microphone up a little bit, Abortion Shark? You're a little bit quiet. At least for me, I don't know.
Is that better?
I think so.
What about now?
Maybe. I don't. I mean, I think it's fine. So
Yeah,
Melodia, 12 is 12 or more allowed. I mean, you would then be collecting negative reserves, and at that point, it's hurting you to collect more energy tanks. But there is no reason why you wouldn't be able to. So they are finishing only the objectives. You just have to complete the objectives, the 5 objectives assigned to you by your opponent, as well as a additional set of objectives that you have to pick for yourself.
The fastest option for choosing your own objective is to choose one row and stick to that one row, which generally the fastest says doing less objectives is generally better. Yeah, but as we saw earlier today, Dingus chose a very odd way of going about it, doing how many squares? 68%. 17 out of 25 squares. So generally doing less objectives is quicker, which hopefully these runners do know and don't go for getting a high score with bingo squares.
This isn't lockout bingo. You're not trying to prevent other people from... That is another really fun bingo alternative, though.
I think I've only done one bingo card before, so I'm very inexperienced with bingo. So there's, I think, double anti-bingo, regular bingo, lockout bingo. I saw you doing team anti-bingo, or lockout bingo. I don't even know how that worked.
Yeah. So yeah, 2v2 lockout bingo. That's where it's at, man. That's the real bingo stuff. And we were doing it with randomizers too. It was great. But so what I'm looking at from Keku's stream is that he has chosen row 4 for himself to complete as his other set of objectives. So that's kind of interesting. Although
Well, it kind of makes
I'm
sense.
curious as to what his thought process is on that. He gave collecting the 60 Brinstar missiles can be quite time consuming. I'm a little bit interested.
I think he was also looking at the 9+ energy tanks and the collect X energy tanks one as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. That does synergize very well. Yeah, good point.
And defeating Draygon would allow him to collect plasma beam.
Oh yeah, of course. I don't know why. For whatever reason, I was only looking at the skip space jump part of that objective and was saying like, well, you don't actually have to kill Draygon to skip space jump. In bingos, if there is an objective that just says skip something, it is assumed that you skip it, assuming that you don't have to go, you don't have to see it, you don't have to like enter the room or whatever. It's just assumed that you skip it and you automatically gain that objective. So, but yeah, so I guess that does actually make a lot more sense now that I think about it, or have it explained to me by Abortion Shark here. But yeah, that does actually make a little bit more sense. But still, collecting the 60 Brinstar missiles, that can be quite time consuming there.
Yeah.
In addition to all the other, 9 energy tanks as well. But again, it also works with the 75+ missile objective. So, now that it's these guys are thinking faster and better than I am. That's for sure. Okay, so yeah, so maybe his chosen row here is actually a little bit better than what I initially thought. So what we are going to see. It looks like Elminster is actually going to go back and grab these missiles as well. He killed the Waver, didn't get a D-boost back, but he's going back to get the reserve.
Now, one thing that with the 60 Brinstar missiles will entail is that a revisit to Brinstar, it will not be able to be in one swoop, as you would have to have speed booster, power bombs, and what else? I can't remember. To actually get all the missiles.
Yeah, speed and power bombs is all you need. However, oh no, never mind. That's not a missile pack. Yeah, so speed booster and power bombs are. Actually, wait, to get the missiles, you don't need speed booster.
Oh, I thought
to get missiles.
charge tank was a missile for some reason.
Yeah. So you just need power bombs to get the missiles in Blue Brinstar or Retro Brinstar.
I forget.
Actually, both of our players are fairly close here. Really great to see. I'm wondering what Elminster is thinking for his chosen set of objectives here. It's way too early to be able to tell. I can't. He doesn't have it marked on his stream from what I can see.
Hercules said Kiku didn't take that reserve tank, which is an interesting decision.
Oh, I completely did not even.
Yeah, I saw Hercules.
Notice. Okay. Oh yeah, he doesn't have it, and Elminster does. Okay. Well, that's
And skipping those Brinstar missiles.
Why is he?
Or wait, does Kiku? I forget who's who.
Kiku is supposed to collect all the 60 Brinstar missiles. I don't know why he's not doing it. He's skipped both of them in Pink Brinstar. Both of them did collect Charge Beam, however, so they are going to be skipping Wave. So that is one of the objectives that they are going to have to complete.
It looks like Elm will leave those missiles in Pink Brinstar that are open to grab for another visit, since he'll probably use the speed booster chat and then go. Wait, no, I don't know why he skipped them then. I don't know what items are.
I mean, if he's planning to go through there, if he's thought his route ahead enough, already knowing that he's going to go back through Pink Brinstar again, then yeah, I suppose it would be faster to wait, get them a little bit later. But I mean,
Yeah,
for the sake of it's not going to be much faster. And in a bingo, when you're having to constantly change your, or when the route isn't really set in stone, you know, as it is like with something as optimized as any percent, when you know exactly when to pick everything up, you know, it might just be worth it just to grab it now so you can have peace of mind later and know exactly what you're doing. But one interesting thing here is we are seeing Elminster go up Red Tower to get early power bombs, assuming he's going to wreck ship, whereas Kiku is heading to Kraid.
Or
now,
he might return to Pink Brinstar and get those missiles and clean up as well.
Maybe, yeah.
Because while Keku's down in Kraid, he can't get those missiles at Kraid as well because he doesn't have power bombs.
Right. So he's going to have to come back and revisit Kraid again. But it's looking like Elminster is probably going to head on into early wreck ship.
Yeah,
which is, I think majority of bingos that you do, it's pretty much going to be faster to go to the wreck ship first. There's a couple of combinations that I can think of where that would not be the case, but the majority of the time, I think that going to wreck ship first would definitely be a faster choice.
Yeah, the gravity would actually be quicker, as he does have to go through Pink Brinstar again, and he could just go right from the top, go down to... No, that doesn't make sense. I'm forgetting where items are. It's been a long day for me. It's like, oh, it'd go down to Edicoons and get those missiles.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Kiku struggling after missing the quick kill and dying in the spikes. Did he have a save anywhere? No, he didn't. No, unfortunately, Kiku. But he didn't stop. No hesitation whatsoever. Starting right back up again. So hats off to him. Keeping it going, and for all he knows, Elminster is going to get stuck here at the moat for, you know, another 12 minutes. Let him catch back up.
And it can happen, as I don't think Elminster runs new route at all, or any low percent category, so he's not used to CWJ.
It can definitely be a very difficult trick if it's not something you do all the time, but he does get it. He is across. He does still have to survive through Phantoon, though.
That is a big worry, as Phantoon's flames and him hitting him would do 40 damage rather than the 20 damage if you have Varia. So it is a much tougher fight, and you can't do the X Factor as well, since you won't have wave at this point, and you can't even have wave in this bingo card for Elm. So it can be anyone's game, but he did save right before the moat, so there is that
is
safety
true.
net.
Yeah, he does have that. Struggling a little bit here. Taking a little dip in the ocean.
Elm is doing column 4, right? Or is that Keku? It's Keku.
Elminster is the green dots. He's forced to row 4.
Alright.
Kiku is actually doing both column 4 and row 4, according to his stream, when I looked last. But I don't know what other set of objectives that Elminster chose for himself.
I don't think he's gonna do column 2 or row 2, since he would have to revisit wreck ship. And that's much slower. And in that case, it'd probably be faster to not go to wreck ship first.
Elminster taking a couple of hits here. Needs to be careful. You know, like you said, 40 damage every hit from Phantoon or his flames. It's quite a bit when you don't have a whole lot of energy to work with.
Oof. It looks like he purposefully hit Phantoon with the super there to give him some breathing room. It's if you do a charge and a Suedo Screw attack through the waves, they won't hurt you, and it gives you a little bit of breathing room. But it loses time, so it's a little bit of both.
Yeah. Some players, you know, who aren't as experienced with the Dopplering Phantoon method might see it as a little bit more safe. So it's guaranteed a lot of damage with one hit. And there he goes, taking him down. One more hit would have been the end of Elminster, but he did take Phantoon down.
And it's not over yet. He still has to get through Spikes and Attic, which are both very dangerous if execution isn't on point. I trust him, though. Oh, looks like he's going to the map station.
Okay, interesting. So, Rex Ship Map Station is a objective in the top right corner. So what he might be doing is he might be choosing column 5.
I think that's safe.
Column 5 would make quite a bit of sense here. Since he already needs to go into Meridia to defeat Draygon, he can, just grab the Meridia map station on his way in. He's gonna grab some super missiles here. He might even just... probably not, actually. I was gonna say, he might actually just grab the other set of supers here to get his 15 supers done and out of the way. Or he could just wait and get some in Meridia that might be a little bit faster. And then he could grab Meridia Power Bomb after he's done with Draygon in the sand pit.
Oh, looks like Elm's gonna go get that E-Tank.
He's actually saving, which is a good idea, with only 44 health before the attic. Alright, so let's see if Kiku decides to grab this E-Tank, or Reserve Tank, rather, excuse me. This time. Now, if I know Kiku, which I'll admit I only kind of do, but he's awesome. Yep, okay, there you go. I think a lot of what we've seen from him so far has been, we can attribute to nerves. I think that this is the first real, big event that he's been a part of as far as speedrunning goes, which can definitely really affect your nerves, which obviously affect your play. And so now we can already see I can already tell he's playing a lot better now. Now that, unfortunately, he did have a death, but I can see it's kind of just getting over that hump, so to speak.
Looks like Elm is playing it very safe before the spikes. Probably even filling up his reserves too, just be extra sure. But if he hits his reserve while he's still in the spikes, it will double hit him, which can be hazardous.
If he has 75 or more energy in his reserves, it will. Otherwise, you'll still have a little bit of iframes. The reason why that happens is if you have full reserves, 75 or more, and you're still in the hitbox of an enemy or spikes or something that damages you, your iframes will run out because they continue to run while the reserves are filling back up. So that's why sometimes you do get double hit. But it looks like Elm made it over in 2 jumps just fine.
I saw him type in chat saying got him awful at new route stuff, so I was worried for the stream delay, but he did make it through no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, ED frames. So here goes Kiku again. Back down Red Tower.
Elm.
Yeah, I
realizing
don't know
he
what
did
he
not
was.
have speed. Probably. I may have thought to get that reserve tank, but then realized he didn't have speed.
Yeah. No, they do not have the same goals. Kiku is doing row 4 and column 4, where Elminster is doing row 4 and we presume column 5. It is not confirmed, but based on what he has been doing so far, it's pretty likely that that's the column that he's going for.
I'm playing it very safe throughout the entire run, saving, I think this is his 3rd save at the ship, or overall, this one being at the ship, coincidentally. Which for a race, for a bingo race, and it's true for any type of Super Metroid race, Super Metroid is incredibly unforgiving, as we saw with Keku earlier. With nerves, it'll take its chance and fight at you, or anywhere really. Mistakes that never happen in practice will happen during a race, and Keku is a very good runner, and that crate death is just a very unfortunate side effect.
Yeah, it could happen to anybody.
Does not. It could. That is an understatement. As wild, I'll tell you. Commentators have no. They do not help at all for anything.
It has been proven time and time again that, of course, commentators have zero influence on the run.
Not at all.
No matter what they say, it will not affect how the players play whatsoever.
There's no commentator's curse is not a thing at all.
It's a myth. It's made up by the seniors to scare the freshmen, kind of deal. Isn't that right?
That is 100% right, and I can't agree with you more there.
So, well, I mean, it's not really. He doesn't need to grab these missiles. There's no reason. I was literally just about to say he doesn't need to grab these because he doesn't need to do like. Oh, actually, good thinking here, farming these B-toms to get some power bombs, Elminster. But I was just going to say he doesn't need to get these gauntlet missiles because they're not a part of the 60 Brinstar missiles that he has to. Because the gauntlet missiles are part of criteria, so he doesn't actually need to grab them. There is no reason for him to grab them since he has no other missile objective that he has to satisfy. Oh god, Cephalon. Myth understood.
Oh, Cephalon, you're a guy.
So an interesting choice here by Elminster. Yeah, there he goes. He's going back. He's going to go down and grab that E-Tank. I was just about to say, what are you doing there, buddy? But yeah, he's going down to the critters here to grab the E-Tank, and I assume he might grab the. He might just grab the supers as well, since they're literally right there, and check off that 15+ super box.
Yeah,
and then if he grabs the power bombs, also he'll check off that box as well. Although he might not now, he might just do it just to be safe, but he doesn't need to because his 10th power bomb he could just check off as the Meridia power bomb when he grabs it later. But he does have 15 super missiles now. Okay, so it does look like he is deciding to be absolutely optimal and save his 10th power bomb pack, or his 10+ power bomb objective for the Meridia power bomb that he does also have to pick up.
Very good choice by Elm. His routing, his route seems pretty solid, at least now. There might
Yeah,
be
he's thinking very far ahead, which is something that's very difficult to do. And you know, either it comes naturally to you, or it takes a lot of practice to be able to be good at it. Like what it comes down to in these bingos is routing. You know, being able to do it on the fly really fast.
Man, Elm getting those missiles now. Probably didn't save any time over it since he didn't have any additional movement items, but
I'm a little surprised he's not going to grab that E-tank there in, I guess not. He's probably deciding, he might not know how to do that gate glitch to get that E-tank. The game wants you to have Wave Beam to shoot the blue gate there to get that, that E-tank and Pink Brinstar, but what you can do is to actually line yourself up flush with the wall, jump straight up, and shoot a super at the right time, and you can actually get it to go through the blue gate, and you can get to the E-tank without wave. But I don't know if he just doesn't feel confident doing that, or what the deal is. But he is going through Retro Brinstar now. He's going to grab these other, this E-tank and the other three missile packs here.
I thought Retro Brinstar was part of Criteria.
No, it's part of Brinstar.
Dang. Shows how much I know.
Yeah, all this blue area is blue Brinstar. It's all part of Brinstar. So yeah, he's going to go up and grab these missiles, and I know he got the power bomb missiles in Red Brinstar. I don't know if he got the green tube missiles, and I know he didn't get the Kraid missiles. So I believe after these two, he might have two left that he needs to get. But I know Stray is keeping track for us. But in the meantime, it looks like, excuse me, Kiku is going to grab Ice Beam. I'll just take a look at his thing here. Reverse dab equals bad. Oh man. The hate. The hate. So Kiku's gotten ice now. I'm curious to see what his next move is. He's probably gonna head down into Norfair, grab some more items like speed. As we see Elminster come back out. Oh, it looks like he has gotten the tube missile already. So the only Brinstar missile that Elminster needs to get left, I believe, if I have been keeping track correctly, is Kraid missile. Oh, so it looks like Keku's actually not going back into Norfair. He's just heading out right now. Probably going to go to the wreck ship to get gravity so he can start moving in on Meridia, since he has a few Meridia objectives to complete.
I'm not sure why Kiku got ice.
Because he didn't want to go in and get speed, so to get through Meridia, he is going to need ice. I can assume that's his thinking there, because he didn't get speed, so he needs one of the two to get through Meridia. Because he doesn't... Well, actually, he is going to have to go back into Norfair at some point. Either to pick up speed or to pick up the reserve tank and some more energy tanks. Unless he's planning on picking up every single other energy tank in the game.
Yeah,
for his actually, oh no, wait a minute, never mind. I'm like getting a bunch of things confused. God, this is like so hard to keep. Oh my god, my brain right now. Oh, I knew this would be challenging to commentate this bingo stuff, but I did not think it was going to be this challenging.
I made a nice list
Okay.
of notes and everything, and I can't understand them.
So just take everything we say with a grain of salt here. I assume if we say anything wrong, or blatantly wrong, Stray will pop in here, because I know Stray's being awesome and he's keeping track of the things that they're picking up. So... Okay, so it looks like, yeah, Keku's now grabbing these power bombs, and he should be, since he does have to collect all 60 Brinstar missiles as well. Oh, wait a minute, did Elminster get... I wasn't paying attention. Did he get the Kraid missiles? Oh, Elminster is not grabbing the power bomb missiles there. Those are part of Brinstar, so he is going to have to go back and get those.
Looks like he's going up to wreck ship, which he would have to revisit anyway. Or I'm not sure what he's doing.
So he's grabbing his 10th power bomb pack now, so he's going to get that. Okay, so Elminster's getting them now. So Elminster will now have collected all the Brinstar missiles. So that should be checked off for him. And Keku has collected all 10 power bombs that he needs. Keku showing off that the little bit of interestingness about the gray door there, that you don't actually have to kill the 3 side hoppers, but any 3 enemies in that room will unlock the gray door. You did see him super a yapping maw and left one of the side hoppers alive and left the room there.
Looks like Heku's going up to wreck ship. If he is doing column 4 and row 4, he can't get the reserve up here as well, so he would probably have to either get Norfair reserve.
Oh wait, he did get speed.
I've been waiting for him to oceanify this whole time.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I completely missed his entire trip down there. Wow. Well, I feel like a noob.
Yeah,
okay.
I saw him do ice with the mock ball rather than speed boost through it, so I don't know.
That's why I thought he didn't have it. Because... oh man. Alright. Well, I'm sorry. I'm trying to it's a lot harder than you guys think to be able to read chat and pay attention to everything that's going on. So bear with me, please. Okay. So Keku doesn't have to get the wreck ship reserve. So but he can, and he probably will. Wait, that's not even irrelevant. It's not even relevant anymore because he does have speed. So he will. He has 1 reserve. Did he get the Norfair reserve?
He got Brinstar. God, I don't know. I don't think he got Norfair.
Okay, so he only needs to get 2, since if he's getting 9 energy tanks, 9 minus 11 is 2, so that would work out perfectly with those objectives. So I'm assuming he's probably going to grab the wreck ship reserve. And then just the rest of his 9 E-tanks that he needs. Whereas Elminster is heading into Norfair now.
Probably just get speed. Then he might bow out. Because I don't think he's gonna get ice. And he wants to
he's gonna get
Phantoon.
Yeah, he might not. Yeah, he might not get ice. Ice would just be. Actually,
I think ice would
have been a lot faster to do. If he's just coming down here for speed booster, ice would have been a lot better to get. I think, because
maybe he's gonna.
I mean, it's gonna make his Draygon fight faster having speed, but I think ice would have been a lot faster to get, and I think it would have been the amount of time that it would have taken, the extra time it would have taken to go grab speed would have been negated by the fact the Draygon, the extra time it would take to kill Draygon.
If he gets the reserve.
Wait, he doesn't. Yeah, okay, he does have to kill. Okay. Oh my god.
Oh, he's getting the reserve. All right.
Okay, here. Yeah, that's a good. Actually, oh yeah, actually, okay. So that's a really good. That's good by him because he otherwise would need to get the Meridia reserve, which would require him to go down both sand pits. which would have been really, really slow.
Dang. That's good. That's
or
good
go,
thinking by him.
Or go all the way back to wreck ship, which is even slower. So
Very
now
good
he just needs to collect another 2 energy tanks, which he can easily get. He could get Mama Turtle and he could get Phantoon. So he's all good on E-tanks. He's just got to defeat Draygon, get the Meridian map, and get the Meridian power bomb, and he's going. So he should just be making a beeline right towards Meridia right now. Whereas Kiku, he's got a little bit of more work cut out for him. I don't know how many missiles. He still has quite a few missiles in Brinstar to pick up, as well as another 6 energy tanks. And then he has to go through all the way through Meridia still, killing Draygon and then going all the way to Plasma. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I miscounted. He needs 3. Sorry about that. Elminster needs 3 E-tanks. So he'll need to pick up another one somewhere along the way. I'm interested to see what he's going to do about that. Because there's only those 2. There's Mama Turtle and Phantoon, and that's it. Unless he's going to grab the other reserve. If he grabs the other reserve, then 11 minus 8 is 3. So
I'm not sure why Kiku got those supers, because he's not doing the 15 supers.
He has to collect 10 wreck ship super missiles.
Oh, I can't read. Jeez.
So did he? I think he collected both of those, I believe. So
Yes.
he now has that objective completed. Okay, so Elminster going grabbing this E-tank. So I can only assume he's going to be getting the Meridia reserve as well, and that will satisfy his objective. It's going to take a little bit because he's going to have to go all the way back.
Warfare.
What's that?
Elm already has 2 reserves.
Yeah, I know. So he's going to grab 1 more and only 8 E-tanks.
Okay.
Which will satisfy the first objective in row 4. Yeah, sorry. By default, I just say row. I apologize. I know it can be confusing for some people. Lines, yeah. I was trying to say set of objectives, and then I keep like. A group of 5 squares. Looks like Kiku trying to do the Garrison Gutter Ball there, bombing himself out of Bowling's hands. When he gets released, we'll see if that actually worked for him. Yeah, thanks, Guru. I don't have to change the way I say things. Everybody else has to adapt to the way I say them. How about that? So Elminster now has his last E-tank that we can presume he's going to grab, whereas Kiku is going to get his second reserve, because I don't think he got Norfair reserve.
Correct.
What is Elminster doing? You
I
don't
even know.
He has 1 super, which is all he needs. Which okay, I guess he realized that he only needs 1 super to get to Draygon. I guess he thought he might have needed 2 for a minute there and went back. I don't know. Elm does not have 3 reserves. He needs to get, he still needs to get the Meridia reserve, which he will be getting after he kills Draygon. He's gonna head and do that. Once he does, though, he will have that objective completed. The collect X energy tanks and 11X, 11 minus X reserves. So I don't know how Kiku is doing. I completely don't know. I know that he missed. Oh, nice shine spark there from Elminster right through Draygon's tail. I know Kiku did not get the red Brinstar missiles. He just did not get them at all, which he has to.
Yeah.
So
hopefully it wasn't just a slip of the mind and was intentional, but I don't see how it would be intentional.
well, let me look and see if he's changed his.
I currently have Kiku down for 20 out of 60 Brinstar missiles.
Okay, that's all right. Yeah, so I checked his stream. He does not. He hasn't changed his row that he's chosen for himself. So he still needs to. He still needs to grab those. So we'll see.
Elminster completely shooting entirely wrong way for Draygon.
And a little boop right on the nose, right on the top of the head, and Draygon goes down for Elminster. So he has defeated Draygon now, so he can go ahead and have that checked off. And then he's just got to go through the 2 sandpits, and Elminster will have completed the this bingo. Go through the 2 sandpits and then pick up the map station.
Yeah.
I should say. So here goes Kiku grabbing these missiles, working towards his 75 plus.
He'll get that.
Not yet. No, he's gonna when he goes through the sand. He has to go through both Meridia sandpits, one of which has the power bomb, one of which has the reserve that he needs. And then
that'll lead to the map station.
Then after one of those, he'll go to the map station. I assume he's probably gonna. This is what I would assume he'd do, kind of 100%. He's gonna go. He's gonna charge a shine spark and go down the sandpit in the ball form. But I'm assuming he's gonna go in the right sandpit, get the power bomb, go up the toilet, go back through, and head down the other sandpit with the preserve. Only assume that's what he's going to be doing here. Yeah, so he is going down the left or the right sandpit. He is going to be picking up this is the sandpit with the power bomb in it.
Ooh, Kiku not having power bombs for that room. And there's not a lot of good drops for power bombs right near him, so hopefully he'll get lucky with a Rio.
There is, if he goes back into the Fire Flea room where the Brinstar missile recharges,
yeah.
There's all those Fire Fleas that drop power bombs.
Hopefully he'll catch on that, because not a lot of enemies in Pink Brinstar have any sort of good
The red dudes that he's farming right now, which have a very low chance.
Yeah.
Oh, so it looks like he's deciding to go to the map station now and not go up the Meridia tube. Which I guess is fine. I mean, it's a little bit inefficient. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. But, you know, it's sitting on the outside of this, being able to route it like that is... You can't really blame the runner for any of that, because it's really hard to be able to come up with efficient routing for these kind of things. So he does have the Meridia map station done now, so all Elminster needs to do is collect that final reserve, and he should be fine. Either that, or go grab an energy tank, which... What's he doing?
Kiku
he's going back? I guess he's going back. It looked like he was gonna leave, but now it looks like he is gonna have to green gate. Oh, he's gonna go up through the Meridia tube now. If he went to the right, he would have had to green gate glitch.
Keku should have gone down to charge tank because the zeros down there have a much
He
higher
can't.
percentage of.
He can't. You need a power bomb to get down there.
Yeah. Oh,
So
that's mean.
unfortunately, poor Keku here, still farming for a power bomb. Like I said, these red enemies have a very low chance to drop a power bomb. But you know, sometimes when you're in the heat of it, you don't quite think of the best places to farm power bombs, and he could go farm those fire fleas back on the room before the green brimstone missile recharge. But this is painful.
And it's possible that he doesn't know the fire fleas are even there, since the only category that really goes into that room is map completion.
Yeah.
Looks like it might go to the B-Tom.
B-Tom and Red Tower would be slower, I would assume, than going back to the the fire fleas. But Kiku now grabbing this next missile pack. As Elminster is making his way to the final sand pit. We should be seeing Elminster finish up in just a minute. And there it goes. Elminster.Duns in the race channel with a final race time of 47 minutes, 19 seconds. As we can see on the stream, here he goes. Oh, falling through the crumble blocks.
That was a very nice bingo by Elminster. Very nicely routed.
There it is. It has finished. So excellent job. Yeah, it looks like Keku did remember finally about the fire fleas, so he is going to get through there and grab those power bombs. And Elminster will be moving on in the bracket. Elminster will be moving on and be taking on the winner of Balthasar versus Flipside. That match coming up on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
And Elm ending with a very respectable energy count.
Oh, yes. Of course. Yes, you only need to complete the objectives. You do not need to beat the game.
Not sure. Keku might be thinking about his route coming up, or hopefully has a list of items he needs to collect and remembers those Red Tower missiles.
The format of this tournament is slightly different than that of the any percent tournament. The any percent tournament, players it was imperative. You can see now, actually, Kiku doing the that shot I was talking about. He's gonna get flush with the wall, and then he's gonna jump and shoot a super missile. And there it goes. That should have worked, and he should head up right there, and the gate is open, so he's going to grab those. The reason why players should have, or it was a good idea for players to finish their runs in the any percent tournament was because it affected their placement later on in the tournament, in the round robin stage. But this is not this is not a round robin into single elimination. This is a double elimination tournament. So Kiku can finish or he can forfeit. It's really up to him. Does he want to forfeit on his record on SRL, or does he want to stick it out and provide some awesome Super Metroid entertainment for the rest of us? Either way, it's not going to affect how he progresses in this tournament. He will move into the losers bracket, where he will then... Let's see, so he is... Oh gosh, I'm going to find this. Okay, 10. Loser of 9. Okay, so then he would go off to face the loser of Balthasar and Flipside. Where the winner of Balthasar and Flipside will go on to face Elminster.
One thing to note about Bingo tournament and overall, you get to see tricks that you don't normally see in many runs, or if any runs, such as that super gate glitch to the Pink Brinstar E-Tank. I don't think any route uses that.
Yeah, there's no run that uses that. Only ever seen in bingos, randomizers, bingos and randomizers, pretty much.
RBO.
Is it? Oh, it is done in RBO. Yeah, okay.
Well, any non-RBO route. I tried to think of something, but I just couldn't. Or Ice Clip without Spazer Wave Ice combo.
Yeah, that's just annoying. Alright, so Kiku heading up into Meridian now. He's still... Okay, so he needs to collect 2 more energy tanks. But he has his 2 reserves, and he needs to collect 2 more energy tanks. That will take care of 2 more objectives. In Meridia, he's going to be defeating Draygon. That'll be another objective done. He'll collect plasma, skip space jump. That'll be another objective done. After that, he just needs to get the 75 missiles, the 60 Brinstar missiles, and the 70. Yes.
I'm not sure what Kiku is trying to do there while jumping up with that Shine Spark. But losing it and having to reset the room.
It is possible to get a spark within the room. It's a little tight, though.
Kiku, no, he does not have the 75 missiles, and does not have all the Brinstar missiles.
Go with 30 Brinstar missiles and 55 total.
Okay, yeah, so he still needs to get, like, another 6 Brinstar missiles. I know he needs to get.
He didn't. I mean, unless I completely missed it, he didn't pick up pink Brinstar missiles over by power bombs.
He didn't.
He
Place
grabbed,
it.
yeah, not the power bomb ones. He got the ones by charge though.
You got that. You got the 3 in Retro Brinstar. You have Kraid and then Red Tar power bombs.
Well, he also got there's 4 in Retro Brinstar. There's the
Well,
first.
I'm not counting the 4th one because you pick it up regardless.
Okay.
Pretty sure that Keku got the 11 energy minus whatever blah 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 requirement just then.
Yes.
Because he
2 reserves.
I can't even read right now. Collect X energy tanks and 11 minus X reserve tank square. Yeah, he has Wreck Ship and Brinstar.
Yeah, he has 2 reserves.
Yeah, so as soon as he collects his 9 E-tanks, that'll satisfy... Oh, he already did. Okay, yeah. So, he's good on those.
So all I need to do is defeat Draygon, collect the Plasma Beam, and then clean up the missiles.
Basically. Hopefully he doesn't get hung up too long on which missiles he still needs to collect. If he wasn't keeping track of that already, that can definitely be a real struggle. I can state from personal experience to that statement. Man, it's rough.
Keku does run 100%, so he should remember where all the items are. If so, in the worst case scenario, he has to check all of them. At least he knows where they are, and not just doesn't know where an item is, which can happen. Keiko will have to bomb jump out since he cannot get space jump. Or he can't spark out, but bomb jumping is quicker, even though it's much slower in the zone room. Or gravity jump. That is the right text. Forgot about that. You cannot run with blue suit. If he was aiming to keep it, you would not be able to run with it and jump. Alucard.
Welcome in, Elminster.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Yeah, very nice routing.
I was really pleased with my routing. Not so much with my play, but that's how it goes.
Yeah, I think the only main area lost with routing was Meridia at the very end there. But only then, that was only a few 20 seconds maybe.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but when I got there, I realized, oh, I'm gonna have to go in both sand pits. I didn't think about that. And the other thing was, I had like 15 or 20 supers that I was gonna get for Draygon since I didn't have beams. And then I realized when I was going through the Coliseum that I forgot to farm for supers, so I was like considering going back, and then I just figured it was too late.
Yeah.
And then so Shine Sparks were giving you a little bit of trouble there.
I haven't played this game in like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months.
Still, for that being said, overall, pretty solid run.
I was also worried about running out of E-tanks to grab because I didn't have speed for the E-tank under charge beam, and I'm not accustomed to doing the top one behind the wave gate.
That's what we were thinking, is that you weren't really comfortable with doing the super to open up the blue gate.
Not without high jump.
Yeah. It is a little bit more tricky. You do have to start from inside the door and then jump out and line up perfectly with the side of the wall. So...
yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get it in a timely manner, so I just went without it.
Did Kiku get pipe missiles?
He did get pipe missiles, yes.
Oh, he's going back to Brinstar to get the whatever.
What did you guys think of the forced row choices?
What?
Well,
I thought that would be the longest one, personally. I was surprised when no one picked row 1.
row 1.
Because you'd have to go all the way to the Meridia, and then go all the way up to Rex ship and clean up Brinstar.
Right.
And the 100 missiles too.
And you would need to get grapple as well. I mean, I thought that they were pretty good. Pretty good choices, considering everything else in the card. It's kind of hard to say what I would pick in hindsight here, since I've just been kind of looking at this card for so long. But I think it was definitely good choices that you guys made, and with a little bit of time that you had before the race started. Like we were saying in the last race, it's a pretty safe bet to force a bunch of item collection on your opponent.
See, I don't know if I agree, just because a lot of item collection provides a lot of opportunity for synergy.
That's true, yeah.
That's true. I mean, that is why I said in most cases, it's... in my experience of bingos, it's a pretty safe bet, because it does allow for synergy, but I mean, just the amount of items that you need to collect in the places that you have to go can definitely take quite a long time to complete. So
I like the rows that restrict what the other player can pick up.
Yeah, stuff like that. You know, where you have to choose with with high jump or charge. Those are definitely some of the most brutal things to force a player to skip is either high jump or charge. Without high jump, it's just super slow. Without charge, you're pretty much. If you can also force like a boss, that's a lot of extra ammunition they had to pick up as well. Like if you could force a Ridley kill along with like skipping charge would be the most ideal.
Kiku's at 75 missiles.
Okay,
I don't think you
so
can actually force skipping charge, can you?
I think there is a skip charge tile.
Oh, it's just by itself. Yeah, I think there is actually.
Yes.
Not sure, right. These are not Brinstar missiles.
Yeah, these are criteria missiles, so I'm not really sure why. If he does have his 75 missiles objective met already, there's really not a reason to be picking these up. How many Brinstar missiles is he at, Stray?
45.
So he still needs another 3. Did he grab Red Tower?
No.
No.
He's
I
missing
know.
the middle pink Brinstar, Red Tower, and Kraid.
Okay.
Looks like he's might go down to Red Tower right now. Taking the shorter way. Or saving at the ship to see what he needs. Or what he has. Looks like he's trying to remember what he got for Brinstar. Pausing at the ship to see.
Yeah, so he did done in the race, but Stray let him know that he is missing. What missiles he is missing. So we should see him start to head and go grab those now if he is going to finish. Gorham 2K, we haven't seen that yet. There have only been 2 options, but I think as we get further and deeper into the tournament and into the brackets, I think we are going to be seeing more and more players picking the same set of objectives for each other as the players have more experience and can see which more objectively is the most lengthy set of objectives to complete. Execute reverse slinky tile. Oh my god, dude. Not only is it just dumb because that's hard, but you also have to go get Spring Ball, you have to get Space Jump. You have to get Wave and Plasma. I think you need Plasma.
Yeah.
I think you can get away with it. Just wave.
Just wait, could you? Okay. I think execute soft poops would be
Soft.
an equally great objective.
I love that name.
Not nearly as difficult, but just as swag.
Just a new runner opens up a bingo saying, man, I want to do bingo for the first time. And just one square says soft poops and brings up a
Oh man. Alright, so there's one of his missile packs. Kiku's got to grab. He's just got to go back up Red Tower and go down to Kraid. Soft poops is the strat where you speed a spring ball through the gauntlet. I can provide a link for those of you who are interested.
Diesel.
Just give me a minute to find it.
Yeah, you have to eat a lot of prunes during the race, and that'll cause you to go faster since you got a new goal at the end.
God. Dang, what the heck? Where is it? Oh, there it is. I found it. Alright. There you go. Those of you want to know what soft poops is, don't worry, it's safe for work. Alright, so there he goes. Just gotta go grab Kraid missiles, and Kiku will have finished up.
Poopy.
Interestingly, Kiku also accomplished collecting 25 criterias or 40 Brinstar. Well, he actually accomplished both, but even though that's all in row 3, column 1.
Oh. And here he goes. There it is, finishing up with an SRL race time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, 56 seconds. GG to both of our runners. Congratulations again to Elminster, who will be moving on to the second round. And that's all that we got for you today, folks. Tomorrow... tomorrow we've got two more double anti-bingo matches tomorrow, as well as 2 Metroid Fusion races for the Metroid Fusion tournament that's going on. So make sure to come by for that. The Metroid Fusion starts at 10 a.m. Eastern. So go ahead and make sure you're back watching all of the good Metroid stuff we've got going on right here on twitch.tv/speedgaming. So thank you so much, everybody. I was Wild Anaconda, and I'll see you guys next mission.
And this is Abortion Shark. I will catch you on the flip side.